I'll never forgive the ones who made me this way for their dark trials.
Why, hello guys, welcome back to Final Boss Thanatos Build Season 4. That was butchered. Welcome back to the most amazing gaming channel in the world. Today we're going to go over the Season 4 Thanatos build. I'm thinking maybe I should just do it and just be quiet, because apparently I cannot talk. Anyways, love this skin. Alright, so the first thing that you're going to want to go into is going to be your Scythe. Or Soul Reap, I should call it correct. So this is the Scythe, this is your Soul Reap. The reason why you do Soul Reap is because it's an AoE that does damage for 1 second. Or does damage, silences them for 1 second, does 100 damage. The cooldown is going to be essentially the same thing. The cost is the same thing. So, it's not beneficial to go into something that will hit one god when you can hit, or one thing, when you can hit all 6 of them and do the same amount of damage. So you're going to want to go into your Soul Reap first. Then, go into your Scythe, and then your movement speed, which is Scent of Death. After that, you want to go into Hovering Death. You're going to want to upgrade the ult whenever possible. At this point, I do want to go into my 1. And then at tier, again, it's kind of like the Agni build. I will hold on to it. I'm not, ideally, it would be awesome to put wait to go into the Scythe. However, if you must, and if it's gonna help you get a kill here in a second, by getting a little bit more damage on the Soul Reap. Now keep in mind it's only 50, so it's not a big deal. So just kind of keep that on in mind, or maybe you're trying to chase down but you can't quite do it, you can go into your 2. Most of the time though, you will want to hold on to it and go into your 1 and ult at level 9. And then you want to go into your penetration here, your Scent of Death, just because you get the extra penetration of 35, the bonus speed when at low health, and the extra movement speed as well of 30%. So this is going to help incredibly when getting back, if you're in a laning phase and taking them ADC, or if you're just jungle, you can look at them and move like sideways, and you're going to get that 60%. You just have to be facing them. So if there's a low person, if Ra's it and I'm moving this way, nothing. But if I can strategically be walking through the jungle, kind of looking in that vicinity, you're going to get that extra 30% speed, which is going to help negate what otherwise the movement penalty. So very important to go into that. Then you want to go in and upgrade your Soul Reap as the very last, as it doesn't increase the silence duration or anything, it just increases the damage. Now, as far as the build goes, I like going into Warrior's Tab out here. Now, depending on how things go, I really like going into Bloodforge. If I'm doing jungle, I try and go Warrior's Tab straight into Bloodforge. Mainly because you can usually keep some sustain out to get about 2800, which is phenomenal. If you can't, though, I will go back and finish Boots. And then, if I'm ever taking them ADC, I'll usually go into Hydra's Lament at this point. I mean, you guys have seen the videos and stuff that I've posted, but ideally, I like going into Bloodforge as the second item, and then come back and get that third Hydra's Lament. The Hydra's Lament is good, but getting it as your second item when you don't really have power doesn't really help that much. But it will when you actually get that extra, physical power there. Then I like going into Hastened, Jotuns, and then Titans. With this, it really is phenomenal. And I build him this way because people go, well, Thanatos, he falls off late. He's an early game god. Well, just to show you that, you can chunk people. That's 310, 465. It takes, for 3 autos, it'll take about 2 seconds. So in 2 seconds, that's what, 4, 7, 9. That's almost 1,000 damage right there just in auto attacks. But to show why I build him this way, people go, you need defense. Kind of. Not the way I play him. Say you come on in and you ult, Scythe. That was it. The people say he falls off late, but he doesn't. I personally don't think so. Now, there's also skepticalism as where the people say, well, you should, ult, then Scythe, and then do the Soul Reap. I personally don't like doing that because if they pop, anything, I guess beads wouldn't be too big of a deal. But if they have something where, if you can't get the whole rotation off quick enough, they can dash away. So by going in and you Scythe them, now they're silenced. You follow it back up with your Scythe, and you can chunk away. Titan's Bane gives you the penetration as well as Hydra's Lament as well. So Again, I'll just go ahead and pop my ult here in 2 seconds. So it's super, super nice. You go ahead. Again, I've had people disagree. I've had people agree. You come on in, you land, scythe, and you just chunk them that quick. Just because you are able to like land, and then I immediately scythe just to make sure that I do get that off, because it does take a little bit to do. It's not an insta-cast like this. Like throwing your scythe, done. Throwing this, you can see there's about half a second before it actually goes off. And then you can go ahead and, you know, really utilize Hydra's Lament. As you saw, I ulted, I soul reaped, auto attacked, scythe, auto attack, they're dead. And then you have Bloodthirst, or you have, well, not Bloodthirst, playing too much World of Warcraft, but you get Bloodforge passive, which gives you that extra 10% movement speed. And then you can go ahead and pop your 2 to get on out. So now you already have an extra 40% movement speed with Bloodforge. And if someone else is low, now this is going to be up in like 670. It's absolutely ridiculous. So just to show one more time here, guys, just to show why I go through my rotation that way. And you can head on out at 564. You get the proc of Bloodforge and all. So anyways, guys, if you did like it, give it a like, comment, subscribe. And until the next time, guys, have yourself a fucking amazing life.